Hello, ARC family. Welcome to the ARC Journey. Hey, tonight I wanted to share some of my takeaways or a key takeaway from a conference in session that we had at Triennial in Findlay just last month. Brad Brisco was our main speaker. He presented to us from his book, which is in an ebook form, and I have attached to this video so that you can get it, download it, and look at it. It is dealing with rethinking several key shifts that need to happen in the life of the church. And one of those in particular extremely jumped out at me, especially after talking to all of you at our conference and sharing that I believed that God is doing something new with us, not a restart of the church, not a tweak of the church, not rebooting it, but there is something new that he is doing. And what he did is he took us through his this ebook in a presentation talking about these shifts that need to happen, that God is taking us through in the life of the church. It paralleled so much with canoeing the mountains. It paralleled so much with our book that we looked at conference that Mitch handed out. And the name of the book is escaping me at the moment, but I want to share with you, and I truly encourage you to hit the button here, go to the link, and get this ebook and start looking at it. But he shares that the third key paradigm shift in missional theology deals with the concept of missio Dei. An English rendering of the Latin phrase speaks to the mission of God. It is God who has a mission to set things right in a broken, sinful world, to redeem and restore it to what he has always intended. Therefore, the shift that needs to take place focuses on understanding that mission is not the invention or program of the church. Instead, it flows directly from the character and purposes of a missionary God. Um, it is God who has a mission for it is not so much that God has a mission for his church in the world, but it is God has a church for his mission in this world. So it is not about human ingenuity or even our strategies or techniques, but instead it is about discovering what God is doing and then discerning how he wants us to participate. Simply put, is all about God's mission. It's not only crucial to understand that God has a mission, it's equally important to understand that his mission is larger than the church. We in the church often wrongly assume that the primary activity of God is in the church, rather than recognizing that God's primary activity is in the world. And the church is God's instrument sent into the world to participate in his redemptive mission. Instead of thinking of the church as an entity that simply sends missionaries, we instead need to view the church as the missionary. Among other things, this shift in perspective will bring about radical changes in two particular areas. The first is the rethinking of God's mission as the organizing principle for the church. Our ecclesiology, our understanding of our form and function, how we operate as a local church, how we operate as a region, has got to be founded and flowing from the mission of God. The second thing is understanding that God's mission is the starting point. It is the point of everything that we are doing. If our God is in character a missionary God, if he in fact has sent us as he has sent his son, then we are his incarnation in this world. We are his presence. And so he is already working out and about in the world. And we, instead of trying to gather everybody into the church, we need to be sending the church into the world to find the lost and to help in those areas that are pain-stricken and broken. this was an incredible chapter, an incredible concept. And if we miss this, if we misunderstand or misinterpret this, then the whole life of the church is all about building a club. It's all about gathering the saints together and living happily under one roof. And that's never has been God's intention. That is not his purpose. His purpose is being a missionary God, winning back all of his kids, bringing them home to himself. And for that mission, he has the church. And so it is our role not to fill the church, not to fill the seats, not to fill the pews, but it is to go out into the highways and the byways, in the places of pain, in the places where people gather, and to share the good news and be the living presence of Jesus Christ. So that then, if that is the mission, if that is God's mission, that informs a whole new understanding of what it means to be the church. And I think that it is going to radically change the things that we do, or the things that we have set out in constitutions, and in the way we do things, for from this point forward. And so I challenge you: can we embrace uh, God's Missio Dei, the Missio Dei? If we can wrap our heads around it, if we can understand it, and if we can introduce it again to the church, strip away the things that are keeping us from accomplishing this, we will become the church of God's mission again. So what I want to tell you to do is keep your head up. I want you to keep to also keep your head down. So keep your head down in prayer. Keep your chin up as we move forward, and keep your eyes focused on God, knowing that he is running ahead, that he is already active and involved in the lives of the people that you are being sent to meet. And he is already bringing them to himself, inviting them through the power and presence of his Holy Spirit, speaking into their lives. And he is sending you as the missionary to share with them the life, the incarnation, being Jesus with them. So keep shining. Absolutely keep shining. Don't focus on the other things. This is the thing. Go and make disciples, right? So you keep up the good work. Click the link below. Get this book. I really think it will be helpful, beneficial for you as we ponder this and continue to work through this together. You are not alone. That's what Satan wants you to believe, that you are an island doing this all by yourself, and you are not. We are in this together, every single one of us. So keep your chin up, keep your head down, and keep shining. All right, I will talk to you next week when we talk about some of the things that we agreed upon and decisions that were made. Keep shining. Bye-bye.